Hey, you guys. It is another episode of the Unapologetic Sisterhood podcast. And I am your host, Shalonda Allen. I just want to welcome you all. I am so excited for tonight's show. And I know I say that, but I'm always excited for each new episode that we have. So just come on in and invite a friend, invite a loved one. You are going to enjoy this conversation. I promise you. But anyway, how are you all doing today? How was your day? How did you start your day today? Did you start it, with joy? Did you take some time this morning to spend time with our Father and just thanking Him for another opportunity to see this new day? Yes. Yes, I sure hope so. I am excited for a Monday night conversation with you all. So please tag and share. And as you pop in, say hello. Say hi. Tell the people where you're tuning in from. I would love to announce you guys. So please pop on in. But look, without further ado, I do want to get the conversation started, you all, because tonight we have a dear friend of mine, and she has something great to share, something that I believe is going to. I want to say the word freedom just keeps coming to me. Freedom, right? Freedom. And we don't have to live with so many restrictions, right? We don't have to live in this, you know, this bubble, this box, this thing that fear puts us in, right? We can live free because we have Christ, you guys. And so tonight, my sister is with us, you all, and she is going to tell us how we can live in that freedom, okay? Right here on earth, we can do it. Okay. So anyway, let's get the party started because the conversation goes quick. Before you know it, we here all night. So anyway, I would like to introduce to you all Bobbie Robinson, you all, the prepared agent. Hey, what is going on? Hold on. I think I gotta unmute the mic. What am I
That was
doing? Oh. There I am. I got
that
you.
was me. That was
That
on
was
me.
you. Oh,
Hello,
okay. Oh, thank you.
hello, everyone.
Hey, y'all.
What's up,
Hey,
sis?
I am so excited. Oh my goodness. Okay, so when I say unapologetic sisters, okay, y'all, y'all call her Bobbie. She goes by the prepared agent, the trio, that she's Bobby. And I absolutely love this woman of God. She
Oh,
has always she's an uplifter, she's an encourager. She pours and she will adjust a crown, honey, in a minute. And I absolutely love you. And I'm so excited. Every time God does something great in Bobbie's life, she always makes sure that she comes back and she grabs somebody with her. That's big. Let's be
yeah,
women like that. Okay. That's a big
that's
thing.
good.
Okay.
That's
She gonna grab us tonight. You got to teach the people. Now we got to get started because I know my mama on here. She want to
uh-huh.
know. I got people that got questions. People need to know what's going on. What have you been up to? What's going
Just,
on?
I have been living my best life. I have been living in freedom and loving on myself and my family and those around me. Listen, and I'm ready. I'm ready to help you guys to be free and to really live your best life, although it might be outside of the United States. Did I say that?
What? What? Did you say outside the United States? You know, some of us folks are scared
But
to come out
scared
of these here United States.
but what scared of what? Because there's life more abundantly.
Come on.
Let me say this. We are global citizens. When we came into this world, when we came into this earth, it was ours, right? This is where we were born. We weren't born just in, Chicago or Arizona, or
Right.
we weren't just born in the United States. We have dominion. We're able to live where we want to. Now,
Amen.
against popular belief, I know people say no, the United States is the greatest, latest, but you need to expand your horizons. You don't know that. You really
Right.
don't know that until you have actually ventured outside of it. So we're gonna talk
All
about it
right.
tonight. We're gonna talk about it
Okay.
tonight.
Okay. I'm excited. So, okay. Tell everybody a little bit about who you are. Those who don't have the pleasure of knowing my sis, you will after today. So tell everybody who you are and what it is that you do, the amazing work you do.
Yes, yes, yes. First of all, guys, if you have not followed this amazing, amazing woman, please do. Please subscribe, like to the Unapologetic Sisterhood. She's on here, but she's also on Instagram as well. Listen, you guys love on her because she is beautiful in every way, inside and out. But also, too, before I do that, I want to say hi to everybody also in the chat. Some of
Yay.
these ladies that are in the chat here are actually living here in Mexico with me.
Hey, what's going on, Michelle? And I don't
Michelle,
want
yep,
to say it wrong. Is it alum?
Alum,
Alum?
Alum,
Alum. Ooh, alum. I
Alum.
like that.
Yes,
Come
yes. Hello,
on.
hello.
Hey,
These are
ladies.
this is my sisterhood in Mexico, here in San
Oh,
Miguel de Allende.
goodness. Okay, I got to
Mhm.
get to Mexico. Shoot, we got a sister.
See, we get the sisterhood. So, with that being said, I am Natria Bobbie Robinson, also AKA Babette. I actually am a licensed real estate agent in Arizona, but have actually moved my entire life to Mexico. So I am currently in San Miguel de Allende, Mexico. I am a move abroad relocation coach. I am also a real estate professional here in San Miguel de Allende. And so I am here to encourage, inspire, educate, love on you guys, and show you that there is life to be lived abroad. Absolutely. So,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. So you know I'm gonna get to it, right? Because I didn't gave you a little taste of it before we got on here. I got questions already loaded.
All right.
Okay.
I'm
Okay. I got a
at
few folks. Okay. Okay. You ready? Okay. So first of all, like I said when we first started, now we understand that God has not given us a spirit, but some of us are like, hold on now.
so some of us
Okay.
are holding on to it.
We are yet holding on to fear. Um, I know that we've all heard, I mean, okay, it's not just Mexico that, some of us are worried about. I mean, I've seen groups on social media, Black expats, and they're living all around the world. And a lot of the chat has a lot of the same question. And I'm sure you've heard it too. How safe do you feel? Is it really safe? And even for people of color, I mean, is there something that we should be cautious of?
I will say this. Um, the only fear is the fear itself. Like whatever fear you feeling, you need to conquer it. Because I was there. I'm going to be saying I was there. I was
Right.
one that bought into what social media and the news and the movies and
Hmm.
everything, the news that was projecting about Mexico specifically. And so I was one of the ones that was like, no, this is not going over there. But just being able to say, okay, initially when we first thought about Mexico, we were actually looking to vacation,
Mm.
and we actually took a vacation to Puerto Vallarta, and it was with the premise that I was going to go to this resort. They were going to pick me up from the airport, and they were going to drop me off at the resort, and then I
Right.
was going to from the resort back to the airport, which is what most of us do if we're vacationing somewhere, in another country. A lot of times
Right.
that's what we do. We find the resort and we stay there, and
Right.
that's it. But once we got there and starting to talk to the people who were actually at the resort and basically encouraging us to go and check out Centro and have fun downtown, and we did that, and to feel the love that the
Wow.
people poured onto us and
Wow.
being looked at but not looked at, if you understand what I mean. Like
I get it.
I was looked at as a individual, as a human being, and not the color of my skin. it was refreshing to the point that my husband and I were like, okay, we're going to come on back. And we really did. We had such an amazing time to the point we came back 3 weeks later. I mean, well, 2 weeks later,
Wow.
we stayed for 3 weeks, and just to see if this was real. And in that time frame, it just felt like home. There was a weight that was felt like it was being released of
Mhm.
all of the stereotypes and the
Yes.
fears. They just started crumbling because of the fact that I'm like, this is something totally different than what we are shown or told.
Right.
Because realistically, we're people of color, but in Mexico, they're people of color as well.
True.
And so, they loved on us like we were, relatives. So the
Right.
fear, guys, the fear is only what you allow. You need to see it for yourself. You need to
Right.
experience feeling it for yourself. There is nothing to fear. There is nothing to
Okay.
fear.
Okay. Well, okay, so
Absolutely.
answer this. So to make the decision to leave,
Mhm.
um, you know, the US to move to Mexico, what what place were you in? Where were you, emotionally or mentally? Was it like I'm just tired of, you know, is it like the rat race? Were you trying to get out of that? Or like what was it that, like, come on, you know what? Me and my husband, my family, we're packing up and we're leaving.
Well, I will say that one of the things that is super important right now is I raised 10 kids. It was my husband and myself. We have a blended family. And I love my kids, love them, all of them.
Yes.
You know, however, we were not doing a good job, or we were not being wise with our finances, or things took precedence. When you have kids, funds go
Right.
out and they keep going out.
Come
So
on.
we were at a point where our children were grown. We have two left that are 17, but pretty much the rest of them were grown. And we were looking at our finances and our retirement like, what is this? Like, we can't
Right.
we can't make it to retirement. We need to start putting money away now. So one of the things that we were looking at is a lower cost of living,
Okay.
and Mexico actually provided that with us doing our research. Not only that, when we were here for vacation, we were noticing our health was doing a lot better. We weren't as tired. We were realizing that, that first day or two, we were like zombies. But then after that, the energy started coming back. The food
Wow.
was tasting so much different. We were walking like, which we don't get a chance to do a lot of when we were in the state. You're always driving,
Right.
things are not necessarily as close. And we were just walking and walking and walking. So we were like, this quality of life is something that is attractive to us. We're able to save money
Yeah.
a little bit so we can ramp up our retirement planning. And so we had
Mhm.
started a YouTube channel documenting this process and
Yes.
what we were going through mentally and emotionally, as well as us being able to pack up and leave. So those things were very much the forefront. Now, on
Okay.
top of that, being looked at in a different light too, had a lot to do with it as well. We were like, man, we're treated a lot better here
Wow.
than
Mhm.
we were in the States, which is really interesting. And then gun violence, of course, and things like that. We were like, stuff was just started adding up.
Right. Right.
And then you're like, well, if it's checking off all these boxes, then why are we not doing
That's right.
it?
Right. Come on.
And so we did. We absolutely counted the cost and we did it. Now it wasn't anything like blink and gone. I mean, we had our
Right.
processes, but we knew at that point that it was just inevitable. We needed to go.
Wow. So,
Yeah.
because we all carry this little fear, this little spirit of fear in us. Did you guys have
Mm-hmm.
to deal with anybody, kind of, speaking that over to your plans? I know a lot of us when we start telling our families and friends, they're like, "Y'all crazy? Y'all going where? What? Y'all not taking your kids? What are you doing?" I mean, did you have to deal with that?
Oh yeah, you have to deal with it to a certain extent, especially when you're stepping out into new territory that
Mhm.
people themselves have not experienced. You will get that, right. You will get that resistance because it's the unknown to them. It's not
Right,
that it's not unknown; it is just unknown to them. Like
right.
not doing any having any examples of that, though we have, to be quite honest with you, if you really think about it, in our history, especially
Mhm.
us as Black people, our ancestors came from slavery, and a lot of them escaped or led different lives and moved. So there has been this movement of people leaving,
Right,
right? There's situations and circumstances. So that is not new. It's just because of the underlayment of fear of the unknown of these other countries that come into
right.
play that is a problem. However, I always look at it from this perspective. Somebody's got to do it.
Somebody got
Somebody's
to
got
do.
to somebody's got to be the first one, right? Somebody got
Yeah,
to step out that boat and walk, right? Someone has to do it. And
that's right.
I'm one of those, what do you call it, Missouri, the show me state. I want to show you.
And you showing us too. You didn't show us. Let me tell you. Okay, she didn't make fear a whole lie out here. Okay,
Oh,
and
yes.
so this is the thing. So what does it take? So you said there was a lot of preparation that went into that. What would that look like? Um, you know, um, is there like something that we can do for some of us who are interested, like maybe we might want to come visit? What is, as far as tourism goes, is there any type of programs or anything where we can be shown around the town or something like that, or how is that?
Well, so one of the things that I highly recommend is to do your research. That's first and foremost. I think
Right.
a lot of people don't understand, especially if you're looking to move to Mexico, that Mexico is vast. I mean, there are 32 states here in Mexico. So
Wow.
just like in the United States, you have your beach, you have your cold weathers. I mean, there's a
Hmm.
variety of different things, high altitudes. You have different regions and areas just like you do in the United States, and you're just trying to figure out, first of all, by doing some research, where it is that you may want to vacation or
Right.
to what we call do scouting trips or whatever the case may be. Do a few places, right? Do a few
Right.
places to come a couple of times. And by Mexico being very close to the United States,
Hmm.
there should not be an issue or a hiccup with getting here.
Right.
Now, unless you don't have a passport, then that's something else that we need to talk to you about. But
Right.
'cause everybody needs to have a passport. I
Right.
don't care who you are. If you're listening to me and you love yourself, get a passport. Get a
Absolutely.
that's I think that's the first and foremost. Get a passport. Then you can start the research and explore. But get the passport first.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
so just find out what lines with you. When we were in Puerto Vallarta, which we were there for 13 months, we found out rather quickly we were not beach people.
Mm.
We thought we would be. We thought we were. We love the
Right.
water, the beach. But after a couple of months of that, you're like, okay, all right, that's beautiful, and it still is beautiful, but
Right.
not for us long term. Where we are
Right.
now, we are in the middle or central Mexico, which is very moderate temperatures. There's no water or beach near us, but the history and the culture is rich, and the people are warm, and the food is excellent, and the community is bar none here. So that was what works for us. So you have to find out what works for you in these different areas within Mexico. So yeah,
Yes. Okay. So how hard was it to find community? I'm a community girl.
oh,
So tell me about the community there that you found.
well, you see a few of them in this chat right
I
now. So
do.
I when we first moved abroad here to Mexico, we didn't think we needed community. I'm just going to be
Mm,
honest. And
okay.
came from community. We were raised up
Right.
in community, right? We didn't think we needed it, and so we were in Puerto Vallarta, and we had a few people, a few that we hung out with, that we connected with, and it was great. But when we got to San Miguel, it was like add water and mix, instant community, instant family. There is a
Wow.
wide, especially Black people, there is a wide network of Black people here, believe it or not, who live
Wow.
here in San Miguel de Allende. And it is thriving, it is beautiful. And yes, if you want to hang out at home and play games, you could do that. If you want to go hang out at local restaurants, or have a movie night, or go to a cafe and have coffee in the afternoon or evening, or enjoy
Wow.
a concert or something of that nature, you can do that. And there's always someone around, or people around, to love on you. And I love that about this community here in San.
Wow.
It is awesome.
Yes.
And there are other places like that in other countries. So don't
Yes.
think that it does not exist. Community abroad absolutely exists. And I will probably venture to say this, that the type of community that you do develop when you are abroad is, to me, there's a sense of more of a family and stronger ties in community than I probably
Mm.
would say in the States, because we don't take that for granted, because we are abroad, right? We are in a
Wow.
new country, we are in a new land. So we are very much about helping each other, loving on each other, encouraging each other. And I think that that's what sets being abroad apart.
Wow. I love it. I love it. You found your tribe. And,
Yeah.
and I know that definitely, helps, especially leaving all your family behind, right? It's like we all we got, so it works, right? It really does. I love it. Okay. So for instance, educate me here. I'm coming to you like someone who doesn't know anything like about moving abroad. So
Mhm.
as far as is it called dual citizenship you would need, or like what is it? What do you need? Do I have to own a home here in order to own a home there, or what does that look like? What is usually the process?
Well, I will first start off by saying this: passport first. But
Passport first.
secondly, in most countries, there are things called residency requirements, right?
Mhm.
Residency requirements, no matter where you are, or where you're moving to, even if you're coming from someplace and moving to the United States, there are residency requirements. And I will go on record to say that here in Mexico, you have various options to do that. It always starts at home where you are locally.
Mhm.
But the residency requirements, if you're a passport holder from the United States, as an example, because there could be people listening from all over the world, which I'm receiving for you. But so if you have a United States passport, you automatically can get up to, now it's the discretion of the people who work in immigration when you go through the airport. But
Mhm.
as a U.S. passport holder, you can have up to 180 days to actually be in Mexico. So you
Okay.
can get up to 6 months, right? Being here,
Mhm.
stamp your passport as just having a United States passport. Outside of that, if you are needing to extend that, then you do go into what's called a residency process. You don't get dual citizenship. You would just be a citizen of wherever you're from, and then you'll have a residency in that specific country for however long those are.
Okay.
Um, Also, let me say this too, that you can, through the process of residency, go through a timeline to get citizenship if that is what you would like to do. If you want to actually be a citizen of a country, there are different ways to do that. But so, yeah, somebody just right off the boat, you would just be doing residency.
Okay.
That's what you'd be doing. And so there's a
Okay.
difference, temporary and then permanent, but there's ways to do that. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So, as far as real estate goes, because you are the prepared agent,
Of course.
what are we looking at as far as prices? for
Oh,
whether it be a rental or even to own a home. Because, I have some, lovely ladies on here tonight that wanted information about, possibly, a vacation, home for their family, would like to go in and like a, investment.
So I will say, depending upon where you are, there is a price point for everyone. It is
Hmm.
just a matter of where you want to lay your head or to make home. So you can start from as far as sales, you can be somewhere in the, a little bit under $100,000 range on up, just to
Hmm.
your heart's content. So it just depends upon that. I know that there are a lot of people who are on such platforms as YouTube and things like that saying, oh, you could just come here for, $50,000. Yeah, you might. You might. It just depends upon what your lifestyle is, what
Right.
you're looking to accomplish. So you just have to, it's different for individuals, but yes, you can get something affordable. If people are asking that question, affordable, yes, here in Mexico. On the
Okay.
renting side, same
Hmm.
thing. You do have the ability to be able to have something and live decent. Obviously, we have moved here for one of those purposes, right? Is to
Right.
be able to live comfortably. So yes, you do have the ability to do that. And if you want to go into
Okay.
detail about that, then you just let me know.
Yes, yes. Well, can we go in detail tonight, or what is this? What we need to do? Oh, we need to reach
I mean, I
out,
can give you an example. I can give you an
please.
example of, and I'm only doing this with the premise of
Yeah,
saying this is my lifestyle.
right. Please.
This is how I roll.
This is how she's living
Hey,
for real.
hey, Casey, and hey, Peggy. So as an example, just laying it all out here. I live in a really beautiful San Miguel de Allende, which is voted one of the, actually the most beautiful city in the world by, what is it? Uh, you guys help me out, Alan, Michelle. International Living magazine voted us number one city, beautiful city in the world.
It was one of them.
Yes, no, it is the most beautiful city in the world. It was just right.
Wow.
Mhm. And so, number one, and I live in a 3 bedroom, 4.5 bath home,
Hmm.
and I pay $820 a month, and that's just with currency conversion. So as of today.
What? Okay.
Mhm.
I want to leave right now. I just want to leave.
But
Look at
and so
Casey. Casey put the big eye emojis.
no, I see it, Casey.
Casey, you
But
want to come out of California?
oh yeah, yes, Casey, yes. But I'm saying that with the premise of that. This is the lifestyle that we've chosen to live. It's a very beautiful place. I have a beautiful view.
Wow.
Utilities are minimal. I mean, we're talking like maybe $60, and that's every 2 months for something like utility, electricity, water is something like $25 a month. So I mean, it's ways for us to be able to put aside money so that we can plan for our retirement. Oh, Cedric just put on here. My husband, he's in the chat. It's actually $772.
Thank you, Cedric. Set the record straight. It wasn't 800. It was cheaper than that.
Oh, well, let me say this. Currency conversion, guys. This is something else about living abroad. Something else about living abroad.
Hmm.
When you are living abroad, the US dollar is not the end all be all. You're going to be doing business, you're going to be doing transactions in whatever that country is. So, as an example, he put out here $772. That is today, that is as of today. As the dollar goes up and down,
Hmm.
it fluctuates. Okay.
Wow.
So that's why I'm saying that. So it can go from 820 to 772. If you
Wow.
understand that. Alan,
Wow.
thank you. International
I'll
Living
take
voted
it.
us number one.
Wow. As the most beautiful place to live, you said?
The most beautiful place to live in the world.
My goodness. Okay,
Voted
okay, okay,
number
okay.
one.
I'm excited. Okay. So what if the girls want to get together? Well, I definitely got to bring my husband first, but the girls want to get together and do a
Hey,
girls trip. Tell
absolutely.
me.
Absolutely. Definitely you can do that. Let me also plug a little shout out to uh, you see Michelle here in the chat, Michelle
Mhm.
and my friend Tracy Collins. They do have something called a Black Blossom luxury tours as well, and they do
Okay.
luxury tours in Mexico for the ladies. So you can also do that. Also, Michelle, who's in the chat, she actually has a boutique guest house here in San Miguel de Allende. Black woman, yes, Black woman. Casa Elm, casaelm.com, CASAELM.com is what her guest boutique guest house is. It is absolutely gorgeous, breathtaking, but she is the one that will love on you if you are women who want to get together and come and tour San Miguel. I will be proud to do a neighborhood tour with you guys, hang out, enjoy.
Yes.
I'm telling you, you
Oh my
will love it.
goodness. We're gonna plan it. I see Mo. You come on, y'all. Let's do it. Let's do a girls trip. Okay, so can we get those names in the chat of the two women and their
Yes,
their
Blossom Travel,
businesses?
hmm
Okay.
and then
Yes.
Costume. Yes. Mhm.
Awesome. Awesome. Yes. Okay. Perfect. So oh, I'm still stuck on the rent. Hold on now. Um
She says,
I'm
"Still
ready to
second."
go.
I'm saying this. You have to change your perspective and your mindset. Now, is everything
Absolutely.
going to be perfect?
No.
And I dare ask you, is it perfect where you are right now? Is
Come
it
on.
perfect where
Absolutely
you
not.
are right now? One of the things that I do not have to worry about is walking into a grocery store or a school or a movie theater and getting shot up.
Yeah.
I do not have that fear. I do not have that worry. I do not have that concern. When my daughter, who's 17, can walk out right now, it's dark outside. She can walk out here, and I am not afraid. I am
Oh
not
my God.
nervous. And to be able to honestly say that, it just as a mom, it just
Yes.
it's something that cannot be bought. The peace
No.
of mind cannot be bought. And I think that
God.
that's where we need to get to, is seeing that we do have areas and places where we are able to be cherished and loved upon and feel safe and secure and have some peace. And
Yes. Yes.
that's that's what moving abroad to me brings. It brings that.
Absolutely.
Uh,
Yes.
and my friend Alan talking about what her chef prepared for her for them on Friday. She does have a private chef.
What? Wait.
Uh, Thank you, Alan, for sharing.
Well,
Um,
thank you, Alan.
and we do have housekeepers as well, that we all share the same housekeeper actually. But yeah,
Look at
things like
God. I was
the
just talking about needing a housekeeper. I think I posted it
well,
on
ours
Facebook.
is like $25. Ours is
See? Okay. So who's going with me to San de Allende? Am I saying that right? San
San
Miguel.
Miguel de Allende.
San Miguel
Hey,
de
Michelle.
Allende. I am excited. Okay,
Yes.
so you guys, you know what, Nation? I am gonna take you to San Miguel, sis. I'm taking you to Mexico.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Take
Yes,
her.
Mo.
Bring her here. Bring her
Yeah, let
here.
me drop her on off. Let me drop her off. Yes, Mo, let's do it. It's possible. You know
It
what,
is
Bobbie, thank you, because we have to get out of this fear, this mindset that there is no safe place but here. And
correct.
I know lately the fears, a lot of fear has been heightened. I mean, it's part of the agenda of the enemy, right? We should
Correct.
we should get that by now, okay, people.
Correct.
But we can no longer keep living in fear. We hear so many stories, so many great stories how families have left this country and are doing amazing, great peace of mind. Their health is better. They're able to afford their living, and that alone. So, I have a mother that just retired, and you know, she's thinking, I just want to lay back. I just want to chill, right? And with retirement, it's almost like, what next? And
Ab-
I and so she was excited. I know she's on here tonight. Yes,
Yes,
yes. Okay, Minister Tice. Come on, Sharon. She said, let's go. Let's do
yes,
it. Let's
yes.
go. Okay, so
I
this is what we're going to do. We're going to make sure that we check the website for thepreparedagent.com.
absolutely,
Yes,
absolutely.
and there is something coming up that you want to tell us about, right?
Yes, yes. So sitting here talking about Mexico. I want to talk about two things, but one is I am helping to put together this conference that we're having here called Move to Mexico conference,
Mhm.
and I put the link in the private chat, but Move to Mexico conference, and that is going to be November 1st through the 3rd. And if you are serious about the making the move abroad, especially to Mexico, you don't want to miss this conference. This conference will start from beginning to end, like the little baby steps. I gave little bits and pieces
Mhm.
of the puzzle. I didn't go into detail, but definitely this is your blueprint. You will hear from locals themselves as well, talking about the residency process, talking about the legalities, about safety, about healthcare over here, which is, I didn't even get into that. And it is, healthcare is bar none here. Guys, listen, you do not want to miss this. You want to talk about business. You want to, it's all there for you. So it's the Move to Mexico conference dot heysummit.com.
Yes, she did give me the link. Let me make sure I put it in here for you ladies
Thank you.
because I don't want you to miss this.
Yes, guys, it's going to be power packed with a full of information. And while you're doing that,
Mhm.
Shalonda, may
Yes.
um,
Please.
I actually was a speaker for a summit that we just had called Redefining Life Abroad. And that actually was in regards to living abroad. It didn't make a difference where you were or wanting to be abroad. If you were looking to redefine your life, a lot of people, hey, want to leave and don't know about their jobs or their careers and how they're able to do that. We talked about building businesses, brick and mortar, online, government contracting. We had it on. I talked about real estate being married abroad because that's very important. D, who's in the chat right here from Brown Girls Invest Too, my girl. See, this is my community, Shalana. I'm talking
Katie, come on, community. I see the
about.
sisterhood.
Brown Girls Invest Too. She get your money right, learn about investments and making sure you are solid before you actually leave to go. Tracy Collins, you see her down in the chat as well. And she talked about being a business owner. She is a beautiful, mighty woman. I'm telling you guys, the information was legit. She's health and wellness. She's about building women up in the business. Listen, Michelle talked about the Casa Elm, about building the brick and mortar. There's just so much, guys, so much
My God.
information out there. And that is, you can catch the replays for Redefining Life Abroad. I put the link in there as well. You can catch the replays for that as well for Redefining Life Abroad.heysummit.com.
Okay. Right
Listen,
there.
you guys, freedom is real. It is real. It is attainable. Peace, mindset, peace is attainable.
My
Having less stress is attainable. Your children growing up, because also a friend of ours who did parenting abroad as well, and Michelle's also a single parent as well abroad, talked about that. You want to love your kids, you want to invest in them, let them see another way of life outside of the
come
United States.
on. My God. Okay, so first and foremost, we're going to get passports. If you don't have a passport, that's the fact that you
Get the
stressed about
passport.
it.
Oh my God.
That
I'm
was so
telling you.
important.
Listen, the election is coming up.
Yes.
Listen, we're not putting fear into anything. We do not believe in fear. We are
Yes.
believing in progress, right? We are believing in
Yes.
freedom. And so I'm telling you, the first step to your freedom is the passport. That is
Yes.
your global connection right there. You can't go anywhere without it. So
Come
yes, I
on.
support that. Yes.
Yes, yes, get your passport before they make it harder to do so. That's right. That's so right. And I need to check on that. I need to educate myself. Even is it necessary to get it for the kids? So I have so many
Yes.
questions about that. It
Yes.
is
Yes.
okay.
And the kids need every last one. I don't care if they was born yesterday. They need a passport.
Come on.
They
Yes,
need a passport.
absolutely.
Everybody.
Okay. Yes,
Everybody.
perfect.
And then come, guys, come. You know what? I'm opening up an invitation. Come to San Miguel. I dare you. Come to
Oh,
San Miguel de Allende.
come
I
on.
dare you. And fall in love with what I fell in love with, which
Yes.
is this beautiful city, this beautiful country, these beautiful ladies you see here in the chat, and the locals and the community is bar none. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I dare
Yes,
you.
absolutely. Okay, y'all. You heard it right here on the Unapologetic Sisterhood podcast
Yes.
from Natria, Bobbie
Mhm.
Robinson, the prepared agent,
Come on.
and her tribe, who is
Come
all, listen to
Are
me,
they in there? Are they in there? Look.
they in there. They're not playing. Make passports a Christmas gift. Amen.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Most people that leave the US for just a few weeks tend to not want to come back to the US. I want to be that person. Oh, I want
Yes.
to come back.
Come on. Look, we
Yes,
go.
we here. Yes, you guys are.
Mhm.
Yes, Casey said her and Jada are applying for theirs next week. Yes,
Yes.
that's
Yes.
important. Let's do it. Let's do it, ladies. And so
Let's
I'm going to
do it.
make sure. Yes, Brenda's going to do it too. That's right.
Come
Yes,
on. Come on.
absolutely. I'm
Come on.
going
Let's
to
put the charge
put
on there. Passports. Come on.
passports. So this is the website if you want to connect
Yes.
and make sure that you reach out to her and get all the information that you need. But you will, let me tell y'all what's going to happen. I'm getting ready to plan. I'm going to plan this trip. I'm
Come
going
on.
to plan the trip. I'm going to plan it. We're going to do
Oh,
this. So when is
y'all
the best
heard
time
her.
of year to come? When is the
Y'all
best
heard
time
her.
of
Y'all heard her. It's on here. It's on.
you heard?
It's taped, right? It's taped.
This is recorded for sure.
Good. Because if it wasn't, I'm gonna make sure. So just know. So you know what? This is the appropriate time. I wouldn't want you to come in. Our summer is April and May, so
Okay.
I wouldn't want you to come in that time frame. Although San Miguel has very moderate temperatures, it can get a little cool in the evenings, starting in November, December. So somewhere between now and March would be good. But if you're coming anytime like November, December, and January, just know to bring a nice heavy jacket. But it
Okay,
is
heavy
like
jacket.
Arizona. You in there? You in Arizona? You already know. You in
Listen,
the weather.
listen. If it dropped even down, look, when I go visit Casey in California, I'm cold. So we used to burn it up here. So I need a coat. Tracy
Yeah,
said, "Come anytime."
and that's what she said.
Yes,
Listen, absolutely, absolutely. It's like
yes,
that's very beautiful. Look, Cedric and put the travel and leisure link to San Miguel's travel guide. You will have a blast. You will
yes,
be you will be
yes.
loved on. That is for sure.
Absolutely. Casey said, "Is it like California weather?"
Kind
Yeah, that's
of,
what it
yes.
sounds like.
Yes, kind of cool in the evenings during the winter time. Now it's just very beautiful. It's just very nice, light rain in the morning. I mean, in the afternoon, and then that's it. And we're good. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All
All right.
right. Brenda, San Miguel. Yeah. So it's in Mexico, and I got links all in the chat, so you can check it all out. And you also be sure to replay this live, so that you can
Yes.
get all the gems and all the great information that was dropped, and the beautiful women in the comments who also
Listen,
made sure that we had all the links and all the connections to who we need to get in contact with. Brown Girls Invest too. Drop your link so that we can
listen,
connect with Brown Girls
all
Invest. I
y'all,
want to
all
invest. I'm a
y'all,
brown girl.
All of them drop their link. They're all business women. We encourage each other in each other's businesses. We have
Yes.
business sessions. Listen, we break bread together.
That's what we do.
Okay. And
That's what it's about. That's what a sisterhood does.
yes, yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
So we
The
thank you
sisterhood
all
gonna be like
tonight.
your sister,
Yes.
unapologetic sisterhood is now gonna be global. So now there you go.
Come on, global. We need to
Come
get,
on.
you know what? I'm so excited. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm excited. This
Yes.
made me feel encouraged, and I hope that you all were encouraged tonight as well. So do make sure that you reach out. I'm going to put the website here one more time so that you can connect with Babette, get more information from her. Maybe she can send you some listings. Maybe you can start planning your trip ahead of time, and she can
Hey,
already get you ready to looking at some nice properties while you're on vacation. But we're going to do it anyway. Y'all just wait and see. It's on.
absolutely.
It is
Well,
on. So I
follow me on Instagram and YouTube at the Prepared Agent as well. I also do a lot of videos about properties and some crazy antics about what goes on here in San Miguel as well.
Yes, yes. I'm loving how you're taking us on tours of the homes. I mean, you're showing
Yes.
the town. I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So yeah, so please make sure that you follow and you subscribe to all of her media outlets, y'all. So we thank you all for joining us tonight, and we pray that you are blessed. I pray that something was deposited into you today that just gave you just that much more, joy and something that said, hey, you know what, I can do that and I can do this too. So I am excited for you all, and we thank you, and we'll see you all see you next time. Bye.